Welcome back, SethBling here. I was playing around with particle commands, and I found out that if you spawn 3,000 squid ink particles right in front of a player's face, something sort of interesting happens. I'm just sort of spamming the command right now, and you can see anything that has a solid texture, like this sandstone, gets blacked out, but anything that has a partially transparent texture, like the water or the glass, you can still see it at full clarity. And I thought that was a really unique and interesting visual effect. So I asked Twitter what I should do with this, and one of the suggestions I got was to make Limbo in Minecraft. And so I made a little proof of concept for Limbo. And so here we are. So Limbo is a side-scrolling platformer puzzle game, and it's a really great game. If you haven't tried it out, it's a pretty short one. It's like 2 hours, and so you control this boy, and in this case it's an armor stand. I've done some animating here. It's like there's some animation blending so that when it sort of like comes to rest naturally. Anyway, and if you look to the right, there's like a Vindicator and a Creeper, and if I get too close, they're going to run away. Now, if I fall in this pit, it's got spikes in it, and I'm going to die. And that's like one of the hazards in the game. Now, let me make it a little bit further. I just thought, yeah, so Limbo has a very unique visual style to it. And I thought it was really cool, and it fit, you know, what the squid ink particles are creating. So here is a spider. He got me. So I died. I have to start over. And so the squid ink particles, I think, were just a perfect match for trying to recreate this visual style. And so we've got this giant spider that comes in and chases me down. Luckily, there's a pit right here. I can just let him pass over me. And let's see. Just make my way up this hill. There's a little spider hanging off his spider web. Let's try and make the jump. I didn't make it. I actually don't think that's possible. That's the end of the proof of concept. That's kind of all there is to it. Let me go ahead and disable the data pack, and I'll show you what this actually looks like and how this sort of works. So there's a giant spider, but turns out it's not actually a giant spider. It's a normal sized spider. It's just closer to the camera. Here's the armor stand mid-death animation, and of course everything is actually pink. Couldn't tell it was pink when the squid ink particles were in front of my eyes because everything that was solid, like this pink wool, looked black. But yeah, basically the armor stand is just moving along this plane. You get some nice parallax out of the trees in the background well, I mean, it's just normal parallax. It's just the game rendering the game. The giant spider in the foreground looks really cool, and yeah, that's what it actually looks like. I love. It's just a very stark contrast to you know, this drab gray and black monochrome sort of Limbo game with sort of a little bit of a depressing aesthetic to it. And there's that giant spider. It really does look like a giant spider, though, when you can only see the silhouette. Well, anyway, like I said, this is just a proof of concept. There's nothing more to this. There's nothing off to the right. It's just, yeah, that's it. That's all I built. I don't have a download for this one or anything. I just built this one in my single player world. But if anybody out there does want to make a like full, you know, version of Limbo in Minecraft using this technique, I mean, you've seen how I created the visual effect. Obviously I died. Obviously there's a lot more to it, but it's this command, or actually it's maybe a little bit better off using like a bigger radius. These three numbers control the radius, and 3,000 is 3,000 particles. But yeah, I have my full blessing to use this for whatever you want. I think it's a really cool visual effect. Yeah, this is the command. Oh, you can see, well, yeah, if I like make it a little bit smaller, let's use 111. Let's go to F5 mode. Oh. F5 mode. You can see it's just like a little bit around the player. It's just creating those squid ink particles. But yeah, I would love to see someone make a full game out of this, and just like yeah, I don't know, anything. But yeah, I don't know. Hope you enjoyed. That's about it. Thanks for watching.